What is up, guys? Flippin' Steve back with another video. Rocking my brand new Infinity Gauntlet t-shirt I picked up yesterday. It matches the comic book on the wall, as you guys can see. So yeah, I got a little t-shirt to wall coordination going on. And today, guys, I want to talk about 3 sports cards, 2 rookies, and 1 card that is actually a popular card of one of the best players in his sport that's got some demand on it that I think are more rare than what people think. I think that they're more rare than what is led on to be, and I'll tell you why. I'll go over some numbers, and I'll go over research, personal experiences, and things as to why I think these cards are a little under the radar when it comes to scarcity and rarity, because of things that some people may not know about. And not only will it bring awareness to these cards, also some of these cards can be dangerous to buy, and you'll see what I'm talking about if you don't know much about these certain cards, especially one of them. And now some of these cards I've talked about in the past, whether it's been on live streams and videos, but I've never talked about them all together, so I'm going to throw them together on a video. We're going to breeze through it so it's not too long. Before we get into the cards, guys, make sure if you're taking anything away from this, education, if you find it helpful, just entertaining, if it helps you get you through the day, make sure you're liking, make sure you're subscribing. I put out 1 to 2 videos a week in a live stream. You guys know that. You've been rolling with the channel for a while, and we continue to grow. So yeah, thanks for that, guys. And make sure you go back and check out this past Monday's live stream I had on Titan Comic Pressing from the comic book community. We talked about comics. We talked about different things that drive the market and different things that pretty educational for the first hour. And I did do my sports card Q&A for the second hour. So make sure you guys go ahead and catch up on that. And I also have a couple comic book pickups to show you. Like I told you, I would show you a couple comic books per week. I got an Invincible Iron Man #2 back there. It's not really a key book or anything, but it's an old #2 Invincible Iron Man Silver Age book. I liked that. And I picked up 2 Thor books. I have the Thor number 166, 15 center Silver Age book. I believe this is the 3rd appearance of Adam Warlock / him. If you guys don't know who he is, you will soon, especially if you watch the Marvel movies. If you're not a comic book goon like some of us, you will soon know who Adam Warlock is. Plus, these old Thor books are just awesome. I love the old comic books. A 25 center here, Thor number 229. Awesome looking cover on that. And this has a brochure / insert on the inside that advertises Hulk 181, which is one of the Grail comic books, one of the highly sought after, because it's the first appearance of Wolverine, Hulk 181. However, there's an advertisement in this book that came out prior to the comic book coming out. It's actually advertising that book. So it adds some collectability to this book, because technically this would be the first appearance of Wolverine, except it's just not a comic book. It's a advertisement insert. I'm not going to open this up and pull it out. This comic book is old, and I'm not going to risk damaging it. These are both going to CGC. Love these books. They were picked up by another YouTuber. I bought them off him. His name's Beta Ray Jim. Check him out. I will put links below to Titan Comic Pressing as well as Beta Ray Jim. They both sell on auctions, and they both have their own YouTube channels. So I'll put some links below. You can check those guys out. Without any further ado, let's talk about what you guys came here for. Let's talk about the cards. I'm not really sure which order I want to do these in. Some of them are going to take longer than others to talk about. So let's just go ahead and start with the 2006 Panini World Cup sticker of Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, this is the one that's not a rookie card. This would be his first World Cup card. This is in a PSA 9. And what I want to talk about the rarity on these guys is getting these in high grades. Okay. Now, it is 2006 World Cup stickers. There are some out there. You can buy the packs. You can bust them. And you can hope to get high grade stickers of Messi, which you will, and Ronaldo. But here's the tricky part about getting the Ronaldo, and I will tell you this from firsthand experience. A few months back, could be maybe 6 months ago, can't remember the exact time frame, I bought at least 100 of these packs, sealed, to open, to pull the Ronaldos, to pull the Messis, to have them graded. I'll show you. I purchased some packs off eBay. This was a 100-pack purchase that I had, and I busted these. And from firsthand experience, guys, the Cristiano Ronaldo cards are collated to the top. At least in my case, they were. The 3 that I pulled were all stuck to the top of the wrappers because the packs are so old, and the sticker paper will stick to the top of the wrapper. And when you peel it away, even if you do it slowly, it'll damage the surface of the sticker. I should have brought one of my raw ones in here, and I actually forgot. I'm not going to get up and go get it, but it will take away from his hairline right here. You will see it'll take small white dots off of the surface when you pull the wrapper off of the sticker, even if you do it really slowly, because I learned the hard way as I was going in, more and more stickers, more and more packs. Every sticker tends to stick to the top of the packs. I opened 100 packs, and probably about 80 of the packs, the top sticker stuck to the wrapper. And even doing it slowly, it doesn't matter. It will take off and leave small white dots behind on the Cristiano Ronaldo sticker. So when you look at this sticker, guys, with 107 of them so far being submitted, and I know that people are busting these stickers and still sending them in, but here's the argument that I have. Here's the point that I'm trying to make. There's been 11 PSA 10s, 38 PSA 9s. Okay, that's not a lot for a player like Ronaldo. Okay, not even the submissions are a lot. But how many of these are now going to come out graded, higher than an 8 or higher than a 7 due to the surface blemishes that are caused from opening these from packs? Yes, you could argue people are going to open packs. There's going to be more of these into the population. But what a lot of people don't know is that these are going to come out of the packs already damaged, which is going to cause the grades on these to be lower than people think. So I believe finding these in 9s and 10s on eBay at decent prices. Now, when I bought it, it was $300, and these are now up to around $1,000. That is a pricey sticker. That is a big price tag to buy or to purchase something for if you don't have the budget. But right now, the hottest product from 2006 is the Panini or the World Cup cards. And those cards and sealed boxes of those cards are selling for astronomical amounts of money. People are sending them in, getting them submitted. And the PSA 9 of the Ronaldos in the card are currently selling for about twice the value or twice the market value of the sticker. However, the cards are coming back in a higher 9 and 10 rate. 384 cards submitted, 44 10s, 132 9s in the card, as opposed to 38 9s in the sticker. And I believe the cards are going to come back more and more graded better than the sticker. So if you're looking for a nice collectible card of Cristiano Ronaldo CR7 to add to your collection, and you're on a budget, think about that when you're looking at the card and you're looking at the sticker from the 2006 World Cup, and say to yourself, how are these pop reports going to change in the future? I honestly don't think that the sticker is going to see massive upticks in 9s and 10s in the pop report as opposed to the cards that don't come out of the, they come out of the packs, and it is tough to get those graded, but I believe you have a better chance of getting higher graded on the cards than you do on the stickers. All right, that's enough on the soccer. That's enough on CR7. Let's go ahead and get into a baseball card, and this is a card I've talked about in the past, and I've actually recently sold one of these guys, and I'll put that up here for you. It's the 2001 Fleer Legacy Albert Pujols rookie card. All right, I got a photo up here, a photo of the one that I sold. Didn't even quite get what I was hoping I would get for it, but hey, I honored my sale. Still did okay on the card. Might have made $100 profit on it. But these cards are already serial numbered at $799. So there's already an aspect of rarity to this card. Serial numbered out of $799. That's not a lot, especially by today's standards. However, the first 300 of these cards, guys, were issued with a peel away seal or a peel away plastic, whatever you want to call it, a film that you could send in this card and have it autographed by Albert Pujols. Fleer was doing redemptions. That's basically what it was. The first 300 of these were the card printed out of $799. However, they had a plastic seal on them that said you can either peel this off and keep the card numbered out of $799, or you can send it in to Fleer and Albert, we'll redeem this. Albert Pujols will autograph it. We'll send it back to you. Now, he was autographing the same card that was being sent in, so it wasn't like they had all kinds of extra cards printed and everything. So the first 300 of these $799 all had the redemption on them. You could peel it away, keep the card, send it in, get it autographed. But here comes the issue. Around the same time that these redemptions were starting to be filled, Fleer filed for bankruptcy. The company went under. They filed for bankruptcy. And all these cards didn't get out there and get redeemed. Okay, so what happened was, and there's lots of articles on this, and I've read multiple articles about this card because it's a very controversial card. Now, I'll show you some of the article headings and things right up here. is that first of all, not all of these 300 were redeemed for autos. They either weren't in on time, Fleer went bankrupt, or people just didn't send them. Second of all, there's a lot of fake autos on these. Now, because it's the same card with the auto or without the auto, serial numbered, people could just get that card and sign Albert Pujols on it and say this is the auto version. And you would just take for granted that it was the one pulled from packs. However, anything that kind of serial numbers past 300, you kind of know to be a fake, because it was the first 300 serial numbers that were the ones that were considered to be the redemptions. Now, in 2005, I believe, Fleer auctioned off everything that they had left over from their company and all that. And there were some of these Albert Pujols cards auctioned off, and people just bought random stuff from the Fleer company as it was being sold away. And some people got their hands on these and were signing these cards, with unauthentic autos. They were just signing them off. They were trying to duplicate the Albert Pujols autographs. In 2009, BGS made it mandatory to get these authenticated by JSA. PSA stopped grading these due to the fact of the counterfeit autographs. You can actually see where some got through the cracks on the grading companies. You'll see PSA slabs out there, and they're the old slabs without the hollow on them, because they did this a long time ago, where this card was signed and it wasn't an authentic auto, even though PSA thought that it was. And you'll see they'll be like serial numbered 500 with an Albert Pujols auto. You will also have some that were signed either at card shows or people got them signed in person, which will then have an authentic auto on there. And Albert Pujols changed his autograph as he got older, like most superstars do. When they're rookies, they sign a nice long auto, and as people get older and more popular, they tend to shorten it up just because they're doing a lot of signing. And you will see authentic BGS autos of this card. However, they're like not pack pulled or redemptions. These are autos that were gotten at a game or at card shows or wherever, wherever they may have been gotten from, but BGS authenticated them because the auto itself is authentic. However, it's not the auto card as a pair as being authentic. So this is very confusing. You're going to see real autos on serial number cards under 300. You're going to see real autos on serial number cards over 300. However, they're not the pack pulled redemptions. You're going to see fake autos on serial numbers over 500. You're going to see fake autos on serial numbers 300 and less, because not all of them, were redeemed. However, they leaked out when Fleer auctioned everything off. And I'm going to post multiple pictures as I was talking through this. And just be wary that when you're buying this card, that you make sure you're buying if you wanted to buy the auto, that you're buying the real one. And also, just think about the card itself without the auto. How many are left that are serial numbered out of 799? Some of them have real signatures, some of them have fake signatures, and some of the ones after 300 have real and fake signatures, leaving the base card without the auto that was already numbered out of 799 even more rare than being serial numbered out of 799. So even though it says there's 799 of those printed, just think of how many of those no longer have any value because they've been defaced with fake autos. Maybe you could cut that number in half. Maybe there's 400 of them out there, and then you have 150 of them maybe with real autos on them. So you're looking at maybe 300 to 400 actually of this card, even though the stated print run is $4.99. And then you get it graded and you throw pop reports and things on top of it, makes it even more rare. So to me, a card that you really have to be careful when you're buying, but also if you buy the right one, can really hold some good scarcity and some good long-term value for you. All right, so now that I've completely confused everyone with the Albert Pujols card, including myself, let me get back on track and figure out what I was doing here. Let's talk about the last card. Super popular player, the Big Diesel, Big Daddy Shaq, Steel, Shaq Fu, Kazam, anything, whatever you want to call him. And let's talk about the 1992 Upper Deck card. And there's different versions of this, guys, all over the place. And right now, guys, the one driving in the market, the most popular, the most desirable, is what they just call card number 1. And that is the Shaq with the number 1 draft pick written across the top. Right? And this, very low pop reports, lots of them submitted, nearly 9,500 of them submitted, but only 318 10s and only 2,800 9s. And that's not a whole lot. That's only, a 3% gem mint rate and only about a 30% chance to get a PSA 9. So even though this is junk wax era that we call, lots of these are submitted, but they're also really tough grades. That one is the one that drives the market. That one is one of the most sought after Shaq cards to get in a high grade. However, there's also card 1A and card 1B, guys. Now, card 1A is going to be what was called the Upper Deck trade card. And I still have this one from when I was a kid. My little brother Tim, shout out to my brother Tim who hung on to this. Zoe, I love you. That's my niece, my brother's daughter. Just giving them a shout out in the video. But my brother hung on to this ever since we were a kid. He had this redeemed, and these were inserted in Upper Deck Series 1 packs. And I'm going by memory here, guys. I didn't research this. I'm just going by memory when I remember buying these. These were inserted in Upper Deck Series 1 packs for whoever was going to be the first pick of the draft, and at the time, they didn't know who it was going to be. So you would send this into Upper Deck, and, you know, eventually, it was Shaq who was drafted number 1 overall, and Shaq was the card that you were going to get. So the card that they would send you for this was now card 1B. And this is the Shaq trade card. As you can see, it says trade card across the top, as opposed to number 1 draft pick. Now, what I want to talk about is the 1B trade card. Now, this one has been adopted as the favorite, the one to chase, because I believe that people like the fact that it says number 1 draft pick as opposed to trade card. People may not even know why this says trade card, but like I said, you got a redemption, you send it in, they would punch the redemption card, they would stamp trade it on the back, they would send it back with this card. This card, the 1A, was actually released later in the series. It may have actually been Series 2 or Upper Deck High Number. I can't quite remember. But this one actually came out later, was considered an SP short print, but we really don't know. We really know that didn't exist in 1992. So the actual first Shaq card from this set that was out, even though it's 1B, was the 1A and the 1B trade card from Series 1 Upper Deck. This card, even though it's listed as card number 1, came along later. So in actuality, this card was printed before this card was printed. And what I want to bring into, bring to the forefront is that we talk about this being 1992 product. There's lots of it out there. People can open these up, send it in, get them graded, and the pop reports will continue to go up and up on this draft pick card. But think about that, guys. On the draft pick card, yes, the pop report can go up. However, guys, on the trade card, if you're opening packs, you're pulling this trade card out, and this is no longer redeemable for this card. So think about it along those lines. You can open 1992 Upper Deck, pull these Shaqs, send them in to get graded. More than likely, you're going to get 9s. The 10s are really hard to come by. But the 9 population could continue to go up. The 10s will go up slightly because you will get some 10s, even though it's a 3% rate. But the trade card, guys, what's out there is what's out there. What people own is what they own. These are not coming out of packs anymore, because if you're opening Series 1 Upper Deck, you're getting the trade card redemption, and you're not able to get it redeemed anymore. It's expired. So what's in the pop reports on these is not really going to increase, especially when you're looking at PSA 10s, because these cards probably weren't very cared for to the point to where you could send them in. If you've had them for 30 years, you could send them in now and get a 10. It would be really tough. So you're looking at pop report on the trade card, submissions being 6,200 to 9,400. Okay, 62 to 94. So there's already more of these submitted. 318 PSA 10s, which is a 3% rate. 267 10s, which is a 4% rate. So the gem rate is about the same. About close to 2,900 9s, which is about a 30% 9 rate. And 1,638 9s, which is also, about a 27% PSA 9 rate. So you're looking at about the PSA 9 rates and PSA 10 grade rates being about the same. However, more of these are going to continue to hit PSA, and this card will no longer be hitting PSA because it cannot be pulled out of sealed wax. And when you're looking at the price on these guys, they're nowhere near the same. This one is probably 3x the value of the trade card. People are buying the number 1 draft pick at about 3x because they like this card better because it says number 1 draft pick. But a lot of people aren't thinking about the fact that this card will no longer be hitting the pop report, because this card cannot be pulled out of the sealed wax. And that goes also for the Hoops redemption for the draft pick cards, as well as Skybox. Now the hoops were the hoops Skybox redemptions were issued, I believe, 1 in 30 packs, as opposed to the Skybox draft pick redemptions that were issued like 1 in 8 packs. But also, I think those are 2 really nice Shaq rookies because they were redemptions. And the one argument that people talk about on Shaq cards is that it's junk wax. You can still buy the packs and submit them, but you can't do it with these redemptions. And I'm just thinking about the redemption Shaquille O'Neal cards holding some more long-term value as the pop reports just kind of sit and don't rise as they do on a lot of these other cards of Shaq that, you know, are really popular, whether it be his Tops or his Stadium Club or his Hoops base, you know, things like that, that continue to go up. Of a great player. Unfortunately, for cards, he was in the wrong era. But you can find some good ones that I think have good value and will hold scarcity for you in the long term. So that's my video, guys. Hope I pointed out a couple tidbits here that you may not have known. Maybe you did know them, and that's awesome. Bring awareness to some of these cards, whether you want to buy them, be careful on some of them, and maybe you will look and see some value in these. You know, this is not a go out and buy these now, because the market dictates what they want. All right, the market dictates what they want, and these cards may never move because the market may just not even realize some of the issues with these cards. But I thought that this would be a fun video to put together for you guys. I hope you liked it. Hope you take something away from it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. Check out Beta Ray Jim and Titan Comic Pressing. Check out the live stream. Guys, I'll be back with another video maybe in a couple days. Live streaming again on Monday to be strictly sports cards. And until next time, guys, thanks for your support. Good luck in your investing, and I will see you later.